Hey guys, today I just thought I would show a little bit of my terrible but really fun to play blue-green mill pauper deck. I was just going to run it through a 1v1 pauper match for no stakes. But yeah, this deck was basically designed to kill as slow as possible and just take the game really long. So let's see if we can find any matches to join. And if not, I guess we'll just host a new one and wait. If this takes a while, I'll link in the description of the video to when the match starts. Oh no, there it goes. Alright, so let's see what this deck can do. Yeah, we'll play first. So basically the goal of this deck, okay, we're going to mulligan that, is to just get a bunch of guys in your yard, gain a bunch of life with Knot of the Bone, and then loop, reclaim Ghostly Flicker and Archaeomancer or Mnemonic Wall to basically never mill out and keep gaining, a bunch of life with Knot of the Bone to get to 200 or whatever, and just mill your opponent out either by not ever drawing a card, from your library again because of reclaim, or if you want to do it the fast way, thought scouring the opponent out. Yeah, I just built this basically while I was bored in class. I do not know what this does. Alright. Interesting. What is this deck? I have never seen this before in Pauper. This is Pauper, right? Yeah. Huh, this deck looks very interesting. It's a Balustrade Spy deck. We might be dead. So they have a forest. Is it just me, or does it feel like they can't do anything yet? Oh, another land grant? Alright. How did they get another land grant? Oh, they revealed they already had two. Okay, so now they're gonna Metamorphose. Alright, I guess we're still alive for now. I think we're gonna X out of all of the doubles. Alright, and we don't have that land grant. 7 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and +1. Alright. Man, this is a really interesting deck. I've never seen it before in Pauper. You can tell the graveyard gets big because I had it all laid out there. Alright, so it looks like they're going for it now. I wonder how it kills with Balustrade Spy. Well, in the board we have the spells that we'll probably bring in. I don't know if this deck can win through Dispel, but we'll see. This hand is not great, by the way. It's very slow. In our deck, I mean. I wonder if the kill is through damage, and potentially if Knot of the Bone would work against this deck, or if they can just build up until they have the combo and we can't really stop them. Could be a terrible matchup. The Stinkweed Imps are basically just in the deck for dredge. They're also pretty good blockers against decks with that get big creatures out. We have a few ways to make black mana in the deck. I think we have 4 total, but they're pretty easy to get back with Grapple with the Past or find with Satyr Wayfinder and stuff like that. So you often get black in your games, even though there's only 4 sources in the deck. Alright, that Metamorphose didn't do anything. We're going to play this Wayfinder, search for a land to play this turn. Alright, I will take that Dismal Backwater because we can play it tapped right now. And pass the turn. Tinderwall, interesting. So next turn, I'm guessing our opponent is going to try to go off. I wonder how you kill with your entire library milled in Pauper. Alright, here it's a little bit interesting. We don't really have many good plays. We could just try to Ghostly Flicker and get another land. That does put more cards in our yard. I think that's actually probably what we want to do. We could also, I guess, flicker this so that if we hit an untapped land, yeah, well, we'll just gain a life, I guess. That's how that works, because this is not going to come into play untapped. I'm happy to gain a life, though. Alright, see if we hit a land. No lands, okay. But we did put 3 creatures and a Knot of the Bone in the deck, or in the graveyard, so we're going to gain a lot of life. I don't know if it's relevant against this deck, but we'll see. Okay, we'll start off here with a grapple. Try to hit a land again. Or I guess we can guaranteed hit a land. I don't want to tap that blue-green land. We're not going to play our only black spell this turn. And then we can play Screeching Scab. I'm not sure about the Scab. It doesn't really mill that many cards, so it's kind of a weird inclusion in the deck. It's basically, you just need to have a high enough creature count overall to really gain enough life off your Knot of the Bones. So that's why these are in there. If anyone has, an idea of a better creature, I haven't exactly searched the whole format for good creatures to use in blue-green mill. I would love to know about it. So it may look like we have our combo pieces sort of in our graveyard, like the Ghostly Flicker and the Reclaim, but really this deck has a ton of redundancy. You basically play with your hand out of your graveyard, sort of. So, for example, if we just draw another Archaeomancer, and we have 4 Archaeomancer and I believe 3 Mnemonic Wall, we just get back Reclaim, let's say another Archaeomancer, then Archaeomancer back the Reclaim, Ghostly Flicker, and then we're going off. So really having things in your graveyard is enough. Alright, so here I think we're going to draw off of Deep Analysis, and then probably play an Armored Scab if we hit a land. Alright, we hit a land, untap that is, play the Scab, and I guess we'll attack for 1. I mean, this deck, the idea behind this deck was basically I was bored in class and just wanted to make a deck that killed incredibly slowly, so the idea is not to attack with your creatures, but I don't know. Obviously, Stinkweed Imp is basically in the deck just to enable sort of getting things in your graveyard, making your graveyard sort of grow automatically. The Dredge 5 is really good. Although, of course, it does make for more clicks towards the end of the game when you have a bunch in your yard and you don't want to mill yourself out. Clicks in this deck are somewhat relevant, considering that it's designed to basically go to time on Magic Online. So we've got 1 Gnaw right now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures, so 12 life. It's not a ton for this deck. Our focus should just be to keep milling and drawing cards right now. Alright, opponent still on nothing, although that could of course change at any moment. Alright, we mill a bunch. We still have a land drop to play, so that's good, and we're going to be drawing cards with these Deep Analysis. So let's do that. Alright, I think we'll draw more here. We can then discard a Stinkweed Imp, I believe. Alright, so we hit the Mnemonic Wall. That's sort of part of the combo. Obviously getting a lot of lands into play is very key in this deck too. So you can do enough stuff every turn. Discard an imp, pass the turn. Alright, Gataxian Probe. You got it. Oh, I see. So this deck is about damage. So maybe we should gain life with Knot of the Bone relatively soon. I think that might be a good idea. Potentially with this deck, it seems like if you just get out of range of the number of creatures in the deck, you could be in good shape. Alright, we'll dredge. We're still at 21 cards. We should be fine. Alright, hit 3 Knot of the Bone. That's fun. Okay, so this turn, I think the play is to just play Thornwood Falls, flashback a Gnaw, and then probably just play out a Stinkweed Imp. And keep attacking. I hate winning by damage with this deck, but I guess I'll take it. Pop out our graveyard. Oh, Dimir House Guard. That's interesting. Hadn't seen that. Opponent might be counting the number of creatures in their deck, seeing if they can kill us. We could have flashed back another Gnaw maybe this turn, just to like make sure. This is definitely an interesting deck. It seems a little bit expensive in terms of Pauper. Actually, it seems very expensive. All of these are like legacy playable cards, or most of them at least. Alright, so we might be seeing our opponent go off here. Yeah, it looks like that's what's happening. So we'll see if they can kill us. If they can, maybe we should consider trying to go for more aggressive Knot of the Bones next game. Lotus Petal, that's a common? Oh, that's so interesting. It's a very powerful card. Alright. Opponent is definitely going off. We'll see what the kill condition in this deck is. Alright, what do we got? Alright. This is interesting. I don't see the win condition. Maybe it's this? No. Is it just... Oh, it might be Balustrade Spy to mill the opponent out. That's interesting. So in that case, keeping a Reclaim in our hand is a very good strategy, it looks like. So yeah, if we can have a Reclaim in our hand, I don't know if the opponent can kill us. If we gain a bunch of life and have a Reclaim in hand. This is a very interesting deck to play against. I'm trying to find the black card that was like exile a bunch of creatures from your graveyard. Deal X damage. I can't find it here. I do remember seeing it though. Possibly in the opponent's hand. Alright. That was a lot of creatures. But yeah, okay, so it looks like the opponent can't really beat a Knot of the Bone. That's good. We'll board in our Dispels. Probably another Reclaim. And let's see. Imps are not very good. Scabs are not very good, but we need to keep our creature count up. Board out 2 Grapple, 2 Thought Scour. And I think we're probably good with 1 Reclaim. No, we don't want Curse of the Bloody Tome either. We're not trying to be slow here. Alright. 22 creatures in a 60-card deck. Should be fine. That's our base number, I think. The interesting part of this deck is that it could easily be more than 60 cards. In fact, I had a few versions that were more than 60. The hard part is keeping the creature count up while while having your creatures still be decent. But having more than 60 cards is actually somewhat of a valuable thing because since you're mostly playing out of your graveyard and your goal is to mill yourself, it just lets you kind of have more angles in terms of inevitability and stuff like that. Once you have maybe sort of a toolbox that you could use of instants or sorceries, it lets you just gain more life off your Knot of the Bones, potentially. But the drawbacks of having more than 60 cards are that you don't draw your key spells enough, and so there are only a few sort of premium ways to mill yourself that are available in the format in terms of blue and green, so for now, I'm trying it out on 60 cards. Opponent might go off on the first turn. That would be very impressive. Huh. Interesting. Alright, we'll just start off on the Thornwood. I think we might have found a more interesting deck than ours in Pauper. I'm jealous. Alright, what do we got? This looks like a pretty good hand. Might go off this turn. I don't believe it can. Yeah, I don't think so. Alright. We'll go with the Screeching Scab, start the milling off. Only 2 cards, unfortunately. Double Dispel, alright. Wild Canter, sure. Alright. I think playing a tap land this turn is fine. We'll just go with Jungle Follow and no attacks. Next turn we could Archaeomancer, get back to spell, or we could just go with a tap land and a Stinkweed Imp. Alright. Doesn't look like the opponent can go off this turn. Okay, I think we'll just go with tap land and Stinkweed. And then next turn, probably Deep Analysis or potentially Archaeomancer, leave up Dispel. Alright. Note it was being a little slow. We got the Imp out, and we're passing. We haven't really been milling ourselves that much this game, unfortunately. Kind of need to get that going, get a big knot of the bone. I think this is probably the turn we're at most risk of dying. I'm guessing this deck can't go infinite. It can just deal like 30 damage or something, but we'll see. Alright, looks like it's trying to go off right now. Alright, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Spy plus 3. I wonder if they have to have the spell in their hand, the exile guard spell. Exile creature cards, I mean. Interesting that they don't have double black, which I think that's spell cost. Haunting Misery, that's the card. Alright, so that's in their graveyard, it looks like. I wonder how they're going to get it back. I guess they just Conjurer's Bauble, and that's a sorcery, so we can't counter it with the spell. Alright, we're in trouble. I don't know how we get out of that. We could count the number of creatures, see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Looks like they only have 22 creatures. Alright, so we were conveniently at 23. I guess I might run this through one more time. Maybe we won't do the whole match, but we might do a game. That was a very weird matchup. Hopefully we will face a more challenging matchup. Just to show you guys how horrible yet fun this deck is. And again, I'll link in the description if this takes a while. I'm going to try to look for another match in the other rooms. Alright, yeah. Or this is the same opponent. Alright. They might not want to play again. I guess we're going for it. Alright, so it looks like if we can get past 22, we're good. I guess I'll keep this. It's not great. But theoretically, getting past 22 means we're fine. Yep, same deck. It might be a little bit more than 22 for the record, because the opponent might have had like a few creatures in hand. Gain a life, pass turn. Our life gain sort of puts the opponent on a clock in a sense. Alright. This isn't super fun. Let's try to find another match. We'll just host. If this doesn't work out in a minute or two, I should probably just go do homework, so I'll stop the video. Yeah, it looks like this isn't working out, so I'll stop it here. Maybe you guys can get some more of these blue-green mill matches in the future. I swear the deck is not good. But yeah, hope you enjoyed.